We have Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, and other celebrities react to Diddy's list, plus an attorney releasing shocking new details. So we're about to see what evidence they provide to the table. I mean, this is one of the most interesting things about the entire Diddy case is the fact that there's so many people that are linked to it, and I know are very scared to know what evidence is going to be uncovered as people are investigating. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Smash the like button, subscribe, especially if this is not your first video of mine that you're watching, and turn on post notifications. Let's get straight into this.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams.
Guys, they just released the entire list of everybody that's partied with P. Diddy and did God knows what. And the list is long, I'm telling you, it is extremely long.
Since Diddy has been indicted, the deafening silence in the entertainment scene has finally been broken. Hollywood is in premium chaos following the latest bombshell from Diddy's ongoing trial. Several media sources just confirmed that Diddy has already ratted some celebs out as a form of cooperation to get a lesser sentence. And child, some of the names alleged on the infamous Diddy list? These new developments probably fueled the rumor that Jay-Z and Beyonce's silence on this whole Diddy scandal was intentional because they've been caught in the crossfire. It has been alleged that the Carters have been making some really powerful plays behind the scenes to insulate themselves from this mess and let Diddy take the fall along with everyone else. And even Jennifer Lopez has found herself in the crossfire of this unprecedented trial that could shake the whole entertainment industry to its core. J-Lo has managed to stay clear of this once-in-a-generation scandal for as long as she could, but now that the freaky list is out, she has been fully dragged into it, and Miss Girl is nowhere to be found. It's like she completely disappeared off the face of the earth and has limited the comment sections of her IG. J-Lo actually has a valid reason to be scared because her history with Diddy stretches back over.
All of them are limiting comment sections. Like I just seen like in a Candace Owen video, she had commented under LeBron James post. He done deleted the post. He done deleted her comment. They're just like trying to silence everyone, bro. It's crazy.
2 decades when they were the hottest celebrity couple, and also around the time when Diddy actually started getting into freak-offs and all. So the chances that J-Lo is sitting on some serious tea are pretty high. Several sources close to J-Lo have revealed she is distraught that her name is being pulled back into the negative narrative she thought she left behind. It seems like J-Lo didn't see this coming, or at least didn't expect that Diddy's legal battles would get this bad. And when it comes to J-Lo, she was involved in the 1999 incident when she and Diddy were together and went to a nightclub called Hot Chocolate at Midtown's Club New York in December 1999 to celebrate the release of Shine's soon-to-be-released album. Based on reports, when it reached around 2:20 a.m., Diddy accidentally knocked a drink out of a patron's hand named Matthew Allen, whose street name is Scar. Apparently, Scar didn't think it was an accident, and he confronted Diddy about knocking down his drink. One thing led to another, egos were bruised, were fired, and Natanya Rubin, who was caught in the fire, confirmed that J-Lo smuggled the Bang Bang into the club, and she is the one who handed it to Diddy before they ran away. Immediately after the incident, J-Lo and Diddy sped away in a 1999 Lincoln Navigator, but ran a red light and were pulled over by the police. Based on police reports, they were in possession of a stolen 9mm, which was found in the trunk, and they were both arrested. But J-Lo's horror show didn't end there, because the next 14 hours were spent in a cell, and a police source said she took turns crying unintelligibly and sobbing uncontrollably. Eventually, both Diddy and J-Lo walked away, but unfortunately, Shine was the fall guy for the incident because J-Lo lied to the jury about what happened and protected Diddy. Guys, this right here, this is what they are gonna get J-Lo for. And the unfortunate thing for J-Lo is that people like Shine and Natanya are willing.
Bro, she lied, but at the same time, Diddy knew he had connections when it comes to the FBI and even the justice system over there. I'm pretty sure back in New York that he was able to get away with a lot of different things. It was explained more in depth in some other, it was either the memoir or another video, but Diddy was just able to get away with what he wanted to get away with.
To collaborate with the feds. Natanya even said that she is willing to have the fragments taken out of her face for ballistics evidence because she's happy to have the case reopened. Like, she is willing to have a doctor remove a part of it from her face so that they can use it as evidence if need be for the trial, even if it will cost her her life. You see, according to Natanya, at the time when the incident happened, people believed Diddy more than her. But at the time, she couldn't do anything because 1, Diddy was more powerful, duh, and 2, she was also a mother, and her focus was just getting to her kid safely. But now she feels like justice finally needs to be served, and even J-Lo needs to go down for her involvement and for lying in front of a jury.
Irony is, there was a grand jury we all had to go and speak at the grand jury. J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened, because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun and she lied to the grand jury.
But it's not just J-Lo. Beyonce and Jay-Z are scrambling to get their names cleared too, since the news came out that the Carters are allegedly working against Diddy in an attempt to insulate themselves from the potential pitfalls of this drama. Even Ashton Kutcher, who was once close buddies with Diddy, is thinking of relocating to Europe with his family to save himself from all the drama. Ashton Kutcher's PR team also released a statement saying Ashton regrets his friendship with Diddy. He feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and manipulated. The same source went further to say that if Ashton is contacted, he would be fully supportive, as he has nothing to hide. Then there is Meek Mill, who is currently in Africa and has been saying that he is ready to pay $100,000 to get his name cleared of Diddy's mess. But it doesn't end.
One thing I'm starting to realize is that if any celebrities do speak out on the Diddy situation, there's no way they could possibly speak for him. They're gonna end up speaking against him. I believe Jay-Z and Beyonce are actually doing their best to keep Diddy in jail at this point and not go to jail, because they already know damn well at this point it's a free-for-all. Every man is for themselves.
There, celebs like Denzel Washington, Lori Harvey, LeBron James, Stevie J, Young Miami are some of the top names that are being alleged to be on the list.
Okay, so you remember I told you I pretty much lived at the Mondrian in the early 2000s when I was in LA, until I moved to another hotel that didn't try to turn me into a drug addict and make me a witness to SA crimes. Now, a lot of people don't know, but Denzel, for a large part of his career, was a raging cocaine head. It's true. And I can say that because I know he snorted with my uncle.
Damn. Jagger be having the sauce.
But what I will say is that he was always very discreet and very professional. Before he would go into a big role, he would exercise his demons.
Okay, look.
He would check into a hotel and he would work it out for a week or two.
Okay, so no disrespect to family. We'll talk about it on Jaguar Right Uncensored. How about that?
What do you mean no disrespect to family?
Because I got questions.
No, because the Mondrian came to me and asked me if I wanted to move my hotel room. And they were going to give me a suite that was $2,000 more than the suite I was already paying for. And I thought it was a scam. And they said, Mr. Washington is booking out the floor. Your room is the only room left, ma'am. We will give you one of the top suites and you move into there for no extra charge. I didn't believe him.
The news of Diddy writing a detailed list of everyone who has been involved with him in one way or another has sent all of Hollywood into a frenzy, with every celebrity doing all they can to keep from being named in this ongoing trial. It's safe to say that if you've been naughty with Diddy, it's high time being named in this ongoing trial.
Meek Mill is just wild for posting a tweet like this, bro.
Frenzy. With every celebrity.
As if we don't have him on video of Diddy recording him, calling him daddy. It says, I want to hire an investigative team, $100K cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill named to Diddy case. I mean, you have multiple pictures. You have matching outfits with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Posted up, couple goals and shit. You over there soaking up in the pool while Diddy's calling you daddy. There's a couple different things, you know what I'm saying? Hire me. Pay me that $100K, Meek. I got you.
Doing all they can to keep from being named in this ongoing trial. It's safe to say that if you've been naughty with Diddy, it's high time you lawyer up, because the hurricane is fast approaching and you don't want to get swallowed. The most shocking of this latest development is the ongoing trial that every day someone new is coming out to sue Diddy. Just recently, a total of 120 victims claimed a civil suit against Diddy, which included a 9-year-old. If you're wondering how they came about 120 people, a major hotline was set up for alleged victims of Diddy. And you won't believe that in just 10 days, 3,000 people had already filed a complaint. After reviewing each complaint, the lawyers narrowed it down to 120 people who had a strong case. The lawyer representing the 120 victims in the civil case revealed half of the plaintiffs are men, and some of them experienced Diddy's and his accomplices' torture when they were just 14 or 15 years old. The lawyer also noted that most of the victims were allegedly used at parties and so-called auditions set up by Diddy across New York, LA, and Florida. According to the lawyers, more than half of the victims filed reports with the police or at the hospitals they were checked into. They revealed substances like ketamine were found in some of the victims' systems, which only gets crazier the more you think about it. And now, new reports have emerged that the baby oil that was used during these parties was actually laced with a banned substance called GHB, which is also called the R drug, as it makes you lose control of your senses. The lawyer representing the 120 victims against Diddy just revealed the most messy and not so surprising.
And that's what they were saying. In the movie Blink Twice, there's a specific perfume that's used to make the victims forget about what happened the night before. And they're saying that that specific drug is what makes them lose their senses, so they can't remember everything that happened, whether it was at the freak off or whatever it is. But Diddy got it all on film. That's the thing.
Update that would probably shock you. According to Tony Busby, the lead lawyer, many big-name celebrities have already reached out to him in a bid to settle with victims behind the scenes to keep their names far from the lawsuit they filed against Diddy. Busby confirmed that they have found resolutions for some of the victims he's representing in an interview, saying, "In every single case, especially cases like this, we fully understand that it's in the best interest of the victims that we attempt to resolve these matters without filing a public lawsuit. We have managed to secure a settlement with a handful of individuals, many of whom we've heard of before." The fact that these big names are reaching out to the victims to settle out of court just shows you how rotten and despicable those freak-off parties were. These fresh accusations got a lot of people wondering what must have happened to Justin Bieber and Usher, who were still in their teenage years when they were sent to the infamous Puffy Flavor camp. Y'all remember that interview with Howard Stern where Usher was reflecting on the things he experienced while living with Diddy?
Moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop.
Mind you, Usher was just 14 years old, and when he was sent to learn the so-called superstar lifestyle under Diddy, the pop star admitted he witnessed many things that got him confused at the time.
Usher high-key a victim, too. High key, because it's like you shouldn't be having a 14-year-old around that type of stuff. Definitely not.
Because he couldn't comprehend what he was looking at. When Howard asked him if he would send his kid to a Puffy camp, Usher replied with a capital N-O.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Several media sources close to this trial just revealed that things are about to heat up significantly, and very soon it won't be just Diddy in the hot seat. They're saying that the profile of the people about to be dragged into this mess will shock the world. The craziest part of it all is that they're not being accused of just attending the freak-offs. They are alleged to be active participants and enablers of Diddy's criminal enterprise. If the rumors are true, it won't be long before these high-profile names are indicted and revealed to everyone. We are getting to the most interesting part of this infamous trial, and there's no doubt that new information will start coming out in droves. You don't want to miss out on this fresh info, and the best place you can get it is with us on our channel. So you need to like and...
So let's see how hard the justice system works to provide justice for the wrongs that have been done. And it's quite interesting just to know that there have been a lot of other A-list celebrities that have been reaching out to the law firm Busby to make settlements with the victims so it doesn't have to be a public matter. So there are going to be certain people that we just never end up hearing about in Hollywood that did participate in those freak-offs and did do illegal things. But if the victims don't want to press the charges for whatever dollar amount, then that'll be the case. If the victim wants, like, no, I want to press a charge, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, have your justice be served in jail, then that's going to be the scenario that ends up playing out. But I mean, just overall, all of this is crazy because whether you were there participating or whether you were the person enabling these acts to happen, it's just it's not a good position to be in at all right now. So comment down below your thoughts and opinions that have popped up while you were watching this video, because I do enjoy reading your comments. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can catch when I drop another video for you. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace.